Hi everyone, so the market have decided to go red instead green, and now we see just one day after how the price has been massively smashed all the green out of the market, and now we can see how Bitcoin is just going down and we reach a lower of 108. 500 more or less. We went all the way there. Now we started to have a little bit break over here, and this is exactly what I was saying yesterday in my video. I'm gonna play this out because I was saying to everybody who wanted to now FOMO into the trade in the 4-hour chart, and I was just calling that there is no way to enter there because the risk is higher than the reward, and we were actually all the way from, let me see where we were at the time for our chart. We were in the 113. We went all the way to 108. So let me play this out. Now, if you're wondering if you should enter to a trade, I would say most likely here, no, or I don't enter to any trade when we already reaching the orange line. Why? Because the risk is higher than reward, and what I want for my portfolio is reward. So I don't know what I want for your portfolio, but I exactly, guys. That is exactly how I was saying. I mean, the risk here is always higher when we're going to reach the previous, well, actually the 55 MI, and that's why I was calling to don't do that. And now you see how the Fortuna line start to get into this positive direction. We already see we start in the negative timing frame on the valleys already. So let's see how this play out. So far, there's nothing to be scared because we have a massive support in that area. I'm no expecting to break it out. If we break that out, we're gonna go all the way to 106 and try to transport to 102. That potentially gonna happen. But for now, we don't see that. We see how we're still below the horizontal line, and once we cross the horizontal line, then is when the stuff starts to get a little bit hot, guys. So let me see right now. Want to cross that direction, it still haven't. So still the population, the potential that we just get rejected from there and the Fortuna line, because if we do, we still have quite enough time to continue in the red direction, and that wouldn't be that good for the Bitcoin price in the next 2 days. But for now, I will compete a little bit chill because we see already in the 1-hour chart how much we drop, and we already went into the oversold soul territory for two times, and now we see here a little bit of higher high. You can see that. And yeah, the lower low that we have over here. So potentially it is going to be give it a little bit brief, a little bit air to just jump a little bit up, and then we see how we continue. Also the volume, if the volume is higher or not, because we have this massive volume breaking as well. The two the MI, the 10 and the 55. So now we have a big support and the 1-hour chart and the 113. But let's see how this continue, guys. It's something that was actually we was expecting to have a retracement in the 4-hour chart, as I was saying. And now we have this. I wasn't expecting too big, to be honest, because if you see here, we went below the previous one, which was like 108. But as you can see, we have all this massive support over here. This has been a lot of orders of buying and selling. So it should give a little bit of break, a pause of the falling. I don't think that we're going to continue. It's always the probability, but just in red candles now, at least we need to consolidate a little bit or stop of going down, and then we will see actually where the price gonna, or we can try to predict what the price is heading to. We will see how the day gonna close. I don't see too much buying right now. Like there are not too many orders, to be honest, or the bulls are still maybe waiting for another drop to jump in, because you can see how this candle is like almost full. But the market, you cannot really predict the market just with candle. We need to see a pattern and then see which direction the market is going to take. So just keep that in mind right now. If you want to enter into the market, the best way to enter is on spot. Well, what do I mean with that? It's like just buy the dip, continue buying the dip, even if we're 108 or 106, 102. In any case, I don't think we will go over there. But if you go over there, just continue buying if you have some cash. That's for that, it's always good to have some cash. And then you just wait. You just need to wait. There is no leverage, so you won't get liquidated. It's just to have patience and wait, because the Bitcoin price is going to go up and up and up. And you just going to have returns what that happens. Let me see. We have a nicely 12% return once we go again to the 120. And yeah, something I want to jump in as well. Like CC saying, things to avoid in crypto. sell the dip. That's it. Why are you doing the dip? You just buy it or you just wait. But no selling. Selling historically have been always the worst moment when the price is going down, and that's why you should just sit, observe the market, or either just buy it in spot, because that is the best opportunities and you don't need to do much more than buy and wait. That's it. It's simple like that. Also, some hopium for all Bitcoin holders. Also, something that is a really big news and really interesting. I did saw this after I saw the Philippines putting or where they planning to do it. They still haven't. The state, I think they already did. But Philippines, they want to put to secure the government budget documents on chain, which is completely massive for everything. I would never expect the completely crypto space would never expect that this will go so soon on chain. On chain, everything going to go on chain at a certain point, but I wasn't expecting to go so soon. We see how Polygon is pushing and pushing and pushing to have this kind of adoption. And obviously the government of Philippines asking to have that. I don't gonna play this, so you can go and search by yourself and here, because they have all this mix of English and Philippines, so it's a little bit annoying. It's not only English, so I don't gonna play that. But we also have this other news where the GDP growth have been surged by 3.3, and also the United States, it will put on chain, and that's why it will put on chain the budget as well. That's why we see also this big pump on PYTH. Let me see if I have it around here. Did I have this? Let me know in the commentaries below if you have if you hold in PYTH, because it went massively after the news. Also, Chainlink and many other coins that they're gonna be helping the state to put all this on chain. Let me see. Yeah, we see this really nice. 123%, my goodness. I mean, these are the deals that the government of the states probably did before Trump was elected. They already knew all this, because yeah, they were there, there were interest there, and there was the whole time this talk behind doors. We don't know that, but this thing happened to zero. You see, Trump just mentioned that they're gonna buy it as a reserve, if I'm not wrong. And then we have this 178%, which is completely insane. Of course, like this is never recommended to buy, because this is gonna go like this. It's just gonna go to this area, and then you can buy it around the 15 cents or even 20, something like that. It's always happens, so don't chase that. Already mentioned a lot of time here. We already overbought, so it's no way to rush. You just need to wait. Like I would say, like patient pay a lot on crypto. And this is no deception. Let me play this out so we can hear together what they actually planning to do.
The GDP numbers that came out this morning are impressive. The U.S. economy grew at 3.3%. That's right, Donald Trump is fixing the Biden mess and doing it at a record pace. 3.3% GDP growth for the United States of America. And what that did is it helped the United States hit a record $30 trillion economy. That's right, the United States economy is now larger for the first time ever in this quarter, larger than $30 trillion. The Commerce Department, together with the President of the United States of America, have now put these record GDP numbers on the blockchain. So you've got the crypto president with the greatest $30 trillion economy in the world, putting out those numbers on the blockchain. This is how the golden age feels. The GDP numbers
that's massive. I mean, it's super massive, this news, because of governments need to do that at a certain point. It doesn't matter. It's really interesting. I mean, at least the state is jumping in there, but it's really, for me, was super surprising that the Philippines is doing that, because in the Western countries, you always hear like all these countries, you know, they're a country that they're super corrupt. They're just stealing money. They don't work there. That's why we're gonna go and do democracy in those countries. And then the end is all these words they generating for centuries and centuries. And in the Western country, they don't doing that. What they doing that? What they doing with the technology of blockchain? They know about the technology. They have been testing a lot. They're doing a lot of laboratory stuff. And what they doing with that? CBDCs. They want to F you future. They want to control you 100% instead to is it to do something good for the society? Like in this case, is just put all the government budget, just put it on change. Like this, everybody can see, analyze if that, if what you're doing, what you're spending is correct or not. If you should go to this area, should go to the other area, or yeah, just use it in a smart way and clear way where everybody can see that. But no, they don't do that, so they just want to control you. This is something. Let's see how they continue in the next years, because I do think like countries like Latin America, they're gonna start probably do that. It would be nice if they start to do that. At least El Salvador, probably they will start doing that. It would be nice to see more and more and more countries, because yeah, there's no way to escape. Either you embrace, or you're gonna completely smash the technology that is blockchain and crypto, because we're gonna continue. I also was listening to this podcast from Rob Hall and the guys, the CEO from MoonPay, if I'm not wrong, and how they're building out this infrastructure, creating virtual bank accounts, which is completely interesting, because this is the way crypto gonna move in the future. Crypto blockchain is just gonna be interacting with digital banks, and people don't gonna even feel and don't gonna even know that it's crypto. But stable coins just gonna be moving around to digital bank accounts, IBANs, and all these things. And that's why many of the banks, they may be broke, because if they don't embrace the technology, they're just gonna get F. And let's see how this progress. But it's such interesting to hear how the crypto is pushing and pushing, and that's why you should not get scared, because Bitcoin is just dropping. Let's see, we have like 12%, I think, from the top, 12% more or less. You should just continue buying. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's why you should always have a long-term view instead of a short-term view, because you're not gonna get rich in the next couple of days. You just gonna it's not even about getting rich. I mean, you would get rewarded just because believing in Bitcoin. Once you read and you know what Bitcoin is, you get rewarded your whole life. And this is something else as well I want to point out, because there's something really interesting about what Balaji he is saying. Listen to this. I played this out.
And when Bitcoin wins, it can win very fast. So when Bitcoin wins, it can win very fast. So when the faith in currency in Lebanon went to zero, when the full faith in credit in the Lebanese pound went to zero, Bitcoin was there, and it just went vertical like this. Okay, so hodl. When Bitcoin wins, it can win very fast. And
yeah, that's true. This is not the video I wanted to play you. Let me see. But yeah, that's true. I mean, if you compare all the currencies around the world, and you compare with Bitcoin, I mean, all of them are going to zero. All of them. This is another video. Let me see, Balaji. I don't see here, but he's talking about how real estate actually, once real estate realize what Bitcoin here is. Let me see, real estate. Yeah, exactly. Just listen to this.
This is when Bitcoin wins, real estate falls in real terms, and people stop actually, using
You hear
real
that?
terms. And real estate falls in real terms, and people stop actually, using houses as an investment, and they invest in Bitcoin. They hold Bitcoin. Really, they store value in Bitcoin. In houses, apartments, that's for utility.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Because once before, when Bitcoin didn't exist, it made a lot of sense to put your money on real estate. But now it doesn't make any sense, because real estate is really difficult to sell it, depending on the area, depending as well all the expenses you already had after you buy it, because a house you need to give maintenance, and actually as well the house never gonna be yours. You always need to pay property taxes. If you don't pay, the house can be removed. So it's not your house. It's always at risk to be removed. And even though you have this paper that say that it's your property and belongs to you, and any moment can be changed if the government wants. If the government just change to another regime or whatever, it can be taken. But Bitcoin, it doesn't happen. Nobody can take the Bitcoin from you. It's just belong to you. It's your property, and that's it. And you can sell it 24/7. There's enough liquidity to sell it, and real estate is not like this. You need to wait a lot. You need to spend a lot of money maintaining that. You know how much is that maintaining a real estate? Even more if you have a big house. It's a lot of money. And with Bitcoin, you don't have that. So once, exactly, I say, when Bitcoin wins, real estate fall in real terms. That's 100%, 100%. And that's why, as well, I say every time the Bitcoin price dump is a perfect moment to buy and not to sell. So yeah, if you want to take advantage of these moments when Bitcoin is just dropping and dropping, and you want to buy on spot, or even if you want to also make a trade, you can use my coupon code in the description below, and you can use Bybit or BitNX. You get a nice discount from there, and you support your channel in that way. So let me know, guys, what you think. If Bitcoin price is going to 106 or 100k, even 96, or are we going to consolidate, or are we going up from here? I would like to hear what you think, what is happening. And let's keep as well an eye to the fear and greed. I want to see, I think that it's going to get updated tomorrow. I would like to see how much this drop after the dip we're having right now on Bitcoin. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, smash the like, and see you tomorrow, guys.